AI-generated images have become a phenomenon lately, but running these tools on your own computer can really put your system to the test. Today, we'll be exploring some of the top platforms: openart, CivitAI, cgdream, and shakker.ai. These platforms handle all the heavy processing online, giving you more room to dive into the creative side. Whether you're an artist, a content creator, or just curious about AI-generated imagery, these sites make it simple to generate high-quality images in no time. Image and video generation models can be demanding on our systems, especially if we want them to deliver top-notch results. Ideally, we'd like these models to be small enough to run smoothly on our systems. But at least for now, larger models tend to deliver the best quality in image and video generation. Starting with openart, this platform has a very beginner-friendly interface. It's clean, easy to navigate, and gives you between 40 and 50 free credits to test out various features. There are over 100 AI models and styles available, so you'll have plenty of options to experiment with. One of the standout features is the support they provide to help users get the hang of things. They've included a prompt book and prompt templates to guide you in writing descriptions that the AI will understand. And if you're feeling stuck, there's a vibrant Discord community with artists who can offer assistance. openart also has a paid plan if you need additional credits or access to all the features. There have been some comments about the image quality being a bit off at times, but on the whole, it's a solid choice for beginners. Personally, what I like about openart is that it lets you use comfy UI online, though the process of getting there isn't the most streamlined. You need to log into Discord, and even after that, it doesn't quite match up to the experience of having comfy UI on your own PC. To make this clearer, let's go through it step by step. Enter openart.ai into your favorite browser. On the homepage, you'll see an overview of its features, like the ability to edit, iterate, or enhance images using advanced AI tools, or even to train your own models in just a few minutes. openart's pricing could be a bit of a letdown. You get a one-time 40 credits trial and full access to features for 7 days, plus an extra 50 credits if you join their Discord. Compared to the other platforms we'll discuss, this pricing might feel a bit restrictive. Let's explore openart's capabilities by clicking on Create. You'll be guided through the creation process, beginning with model selection. This is where you choose which model you want to work with. Next is the one-click prompt enhancer, which automatically upgrades your prompt to generate detailed, high-quality images. They also offer an image-to-image feature, allowing you to create unlimited variations that can really help boost productivity and creativity. Let's get into generating an image and see exactly what we're working with. Start by clicking on the model switch to have a look. Straight away, you'll notice that with the free plan, you're only given 6 models to choose from. Oddly enough, you don't get access to the Flux model without upgrading, which is a bit disappointing. Honestly, adding the Flux Snell model for free users would have made a difference here. Without it, there isn't much to keep me personally invested in this image generator. But let's stick with openart as DXL for now. Next, let's go through the sign-up process to see if we get access to any additional models. I'll log in with Google here. After signing in, we'll try model switch again, and yes, this time the Flux Dev and Flux Snell models are available. You'll notice it says 7 days left in your trial and 40 trial credits left. That's all you get, and once it's done, it's done. You'll have to pay for the full version. Moving on, I'll leave the custom settings untouched for now. The prompt I'm using reads, hyper-realistic, photorealistic blue and white mecha with shoulder-mounted machine gun, standing in a lush jungle, full-body cinematic render. When I hit enhance prompt, you'll see it transforms into a longer, more detailed prompt. Just note, using this option already costs 1 credit from the 40 initially provided. Below, that is the guidance setting, which is essentially image-to-image guidance, and further down, you'll find advanced settings where you can adjust the step count. I'll leave mine set to 28 for this example. Under output size, I'll choose a 16:9 cinematic output, and for number of images, I'll select 2. Since it's 1 credit per image, generating 2 images will use up 2 credits. Click on Create, and it definitely gave me what I asked for. Once that's sorted, I'll click on one to explore the additional options. You've got choices to publish, share, or download. There's also an option to reuse the settings for another generation, or even use the image as a guide for the next one. What I find particularly interesting is the upscaling feature. You can select your preferred upscaling mode and it will automatically enhance the resolution, although be aware that it'll use more credits each time you upscale. Additionally, you can create variations of the generated image. Above, you'll also find 6 more tools. In Paint, Object Remove, Expand, Stylize, Background, and also face options. The face option, for instance, allows you to change the expression of any character generated. Let's switch to the Edit tab below the Create tab. Here, you can upload an image and further edit it using the 6 features mentioned before, plus 4 more. Blend layers, edit people, find and replace, and upscale. I'm going to upload the image I just generated and apply some style to it. On the right, you'll find instructions, so I'll upload a guiding image and select pop art with strength set at 0.7. The prompt is simply pop art. And I have to say, it's actually pretty impressive. It looks good. But again, it's taken 2 more credits. Next, let's check out the models section. You've got the choice to either train your own model or use the open art models or community models. Finally, there are some really solid apps integrated here, but it's a shame that it's all limited by those 40 credits. Next up is CivitAI, and here it's all about the models. They have an extensive library available for free, which allows you to download models, create images, and share your work. The platform is strongly community-driven with advanced features like control nets to give you more control over your images. I'll admit, it can feel a bit overwhelming initially due to the sheer number of models and options on offer. To get started, type civitai.com into your browser. This site offers hundreds of community models, plus LoRa's, embeddings, hypernetworks, control nets, upscalers, and more. If you're looking for a specific type of model, CivitAI probably has it. It also stands out from the competition by including both safe for work and not safe for work models and images. Let's begin by clicking on Create to get started. Before doing anything, though, let's log in. I'll go ahead and log in with Google for simplicity. Let's start by looking at CivitAI's pricing system, which is a bit unconventional to say the least. They use something called buzz points. These points are designed to keep users engaged on the platform, and surprisingly, it's not as off-putting as it first sounds. When I signed up, they gave me 100 buzz points for free as part of onboarding, but there are plenty of ways to earn more. Let's break down how it all works. Buzz points are split into daily and monthly categories. You earn daily buzz points in various ways: giving feedback on the image generator, reacting to content, following your first new person each day, creating your first image of the day, and claiming buzz points within the image generator itself. It's clear they've gamified the system to encourage activity on the site. Monthly buzz points work a bit differently. You earn them when users collect your content, when users post images to your model, and when any reports you submit get accepted. In essence, the platform rewards interaction to generate more images. But the good news is all of this is free to use. To get started, let's generate an image to see exactly how the system operates. Click on Create, then select Text to Image, change the model to Flux Pro 1.1, set the ratio to landscape, and I'll use the same prompt I used on openart. I'll leave the configuration and steps as they are. Remember, we're starting with 100 buzz points. Let's hit Q and see how much we actually use up. After generating, we lost 33 buzz points. So if you plan on using Flux on CivitAI, expect to spend about 33 buzz points per image. As I mentioned, it's definitely built to keep you on the platform. One downside here is that CivitAI doesn't let you run workflows on the site, but that's not a deal breaker for me. The main reason I use CivitAI is the huge amount of free resources available, the user-generated content, and the impressive variety. It's a large community, and if you're after a specific model, LoRa or control net, chances are you'll find it here. There's a link in the description with more details on the buzz point system. Now, let's move on to cgdream. This platform's strength lies in its simplicity and impressive range of features. They offer a free version so you can explore a bit before deciding to dive in further. cgdream is flexible in how you create art. You can work with text descriptions, upload your own images, or even use 3D models. They even host contests with cash prizes, which is a nice touch. Keep in mind, though, that while the free version is generous, you'll need to buy credits if you want access to everything. CG Dream's pricing is refreshingly straightforward and frankly more generous than you might expect. They provide around 3,000 monthly credits, which works out to roughly 100 credits per day. This gives you enough for about 770 SDXL images or 160 Flux images monthly. Quite impressive, right? Let's go through the sign up process. I'll be signing in with Google to keep it quick. Now, does it have comfy UI? Unfortunately, no, but there's still far more here than I anticipated, and it's well worth exploring. To begin with, let's explore what CG Dream provides for free. The setup here feels a bit different if you're used to other platforms. Starting from the layout, the prompt field is located at the bottom, while other tools are on the left, right, and along the top. You'll see 4 main tabs. The one currently open is the Gallery tab, where you can browse through generated images. And there's the 3D tab showing all generated 3D models. The Challenge tab lists all active competitions. And finally, the Community tab takes you straight to the Discord channel for more interaction. In the center of the screen is the Gallery. When you click on any image, it shows all the details that went into creating it. Filters, or what can be thought of as LoRa's, are located on the lower left side of the screen. These filters function similarly to LoRa's, acting as adjustments with sliders that range from 0 to 1, allowing you to tweak the influence of each element. On the right, you'll find the specific settings used for that image, starting with the aspect ratio, the number of images to render, and guidance and model settings. You can choose between the Juggernaut model and the Flux model. At the bottom, you'll see the prompt that was used for the image. One of CG Dream's standout features is called Dream Up. This helps you craft more descriptive prompts, particularly useful if prompt engineering isn't your strength. To the left, you'll find options for style and structure transfer, which allow you to experiment with different artistic styles. Additionally, you can upload an image or even a 3D model to serve as a guide for generating new images. Let's work with the same prompt from before. Hyper-realistic, photorealistic blue, and white mecha with a shoulder-mounted machine gun standing in a lush jungle. Full body cinematic render. First, set the aspect ratio to 16:9, choose 2 images to generate, and select the Flux model. Auto enhance for short prompts can be turned off since this is already a detailed prompt. Leave the seed setting at random with no need for a negative prompt since we're using Flux. As for filters, let's select robot, robot old, and samurai. Here's the trick. If you want any specific filter to stand out more in the image, simply increase its value using the slider. After making these adjustments, hit generate and let's see what comes out. Stunning, isn't it? Now let's use the Dream Up feature to see what else we can achieve. Dream Up seems to be powered by a language model that fine-tunes your prompt for an even more refined image. There's also a 2x upscale option to enhance your final output. Moving on, let's explore the 3D to image feature. Clicking on the 3D tab brings up a list of 3D models you can use as guides for image generation. I'll select a beach scene, adjust its positioning as needed, and then add sunny beach as the prompt. Let's click Dream Up and take a look at the results. It seems they're using a form of control net here, capturing a snapshot of the 3D model to guide the image generation. You can find additional 3D models to use on sites like CG Trader Sketchfab or even 3D Warehouse, as long as the files are in FBX or GLM formats. Next, let's take a look at shakker.ai. This platform focuses on delivering high-quality, safe-for-work models. If you're aiming to create professional-looking art without worrying about any inappropriate content, Shakker is a solid choice. It's straightforward to use with an inbuilt image generator and the option to download models for use in other tools. They also offer useful AI editing tools like background removal to refine your images further. Shakker.ai has 3 pricing plans to consider: free, basic, and advanced. The free plan gives you 200 fast tokens each day, enough to get started. The basic plan takes things up a notch, offering 15,000 fast tokens every month, while the advanced plan gives you a hefty 35,000 tokens monthly. Signing in is straightforward with options for either a Google or Discord account. For this tutorial, I'll go with Google. Once logged in, you'll notice the layout is divided into 2 main sections: the Explorer and Tools on the left, and the image generators and models in the center. What's unique here is the dual support for both Automatic 1111 and Comfy UI, though note that these aren't free, unlike Comfy UI in openart. You'll need tokens to generate images here. A standout feature in Shakker.ai is the LoRa Trainer, which is a fantastic tool for quickly creating LoRa's you can download and use offline with other AI tools. There's also an inspiration section if you're looking to kickstart your creativity. Just click on any image and it'll bring up details of the prompt, model, image size, and specific settings like steps and CFG scale. Let's switch back to the Home tab and check out the image generator. The layout is minimal, but there's a lot to work with. The prompt field is right at the bottom with options for image to image and improved prompt underneath. Great for those who'd rather avoid crafting complex prompts. On the right, you'll find all the settings. Make sure Advanced is selected if you want access to more models. I'll select the Flux 1 Pro model and choose Blurred Motion Photography as the enhancement model, setting the weight to 0.8, resolution set to 4:3 with 2 images to generate. I'll leave the rest of the settings as they are and use the same prompt from earlier. Hyper-realistic photoreal blue-white mecha with a shoulder-mounted machine gun standing in a lush jungle, full body, cinematic render. Let's generate and see what we get. You can also activate high-res fix for extra detail if you like. The shakker.ai's image generation might seem a bit simpler compared to other platforms, but its unique selling point is the ability to use both automatic 1111 and comfy UI alongside an option to create your own LoRa's. Content moderation's a good thing to keep in mind on these platforms. While some like shakker.ai explicitly mention not safe for work restrictions, it's not always clear exactly how each platform enforces this, so have a look at their guidelines if that's a concern. If you're exploring AI art tools in general, check out lexica.art. It's another popular platform with its own unique spin. There's actually quite a lot of these platforms, each with something special to offer, although many use the same base open source models. Most of them rely on variants of Stable Diffusion, Flux, HoneyOne, PixArt, and Playground, to name a few. The main exceptions with proprietary models are DALL-E and Midjourney. In terms of which platform wins, it really comes down to what you're after. OpenArt is ideal for beginners. CivitAI has an enormous library of models. cgdream is a solid all-rounder with plenty of fun contests, while shakker.ai is perfect if you're after high quality, safe for work art. No matter which one you go for, AI art generation can be a blast to explore. That's all I have for you today. Like and subscribe for more amazing guides on AI.